Hey everybody, my name is Saad Ringa, and I'm a midlife farmer. Welcome to another episode of State of the Garden, where I provide a weekly update of what's happened, what's happening, and what's going to happen in my garden. So, let's get started. The wind has been blowing pretty hard, and this weed block, grid, template kind of thing that I put together, if you have not seen it, please check out previous episodes. It's been blowing and moving quite a bit. I was worried it might just take off. So temporarily I grabbed a couple of these slats. These are the same pieces that I'm using for the edges of the beds, and just put them there to hold it in place. Other than that, I think I'm pretty happy with it. It's blocking most of the grass from coming up. It's only showing up in those little holes, which I'm more than happy to deal with rather than have to do the whole thing. So let's talk about things that are coming up. Let's see, leaks. We only have one. There's one right there. Let's see if I can get a good angle and see it in the middle of the screen. It's very thin. Right there. I'm gonna wait. I'm not pulling the grass out of these circles yet. Chives, lettuce, at least on this bed here, nothing going on. Now for the carrots, we have quite a few. And if you see here, that's a carrot. There's a carrot here. Let's look at the tallest one. All right. I'm sure you can see this one. That's a carrot. Now, we don't want to let this grass get too tall, otherwise it's going to develop strong roots, and when I want to pull it out, it will just pull all the soil with it. So what I'm going to do is come here, start at the side, grab it from the lowest point possible, as close to the ground as possible, and press in with other finger, just slowly pull it out. And we're taking out the roots with it, one at a time. If we grab more than one, we'll end up pulling a whole bunch of soil and disrupting the carrot. Don't want to do that. Okay. Oh, I'm grabbing two there, but I felt that it was pulling out cleanly, so it's okay. So you get the idea. Just slowly removing whatever weed you have growing there. And the only thing we want to leave there is the carrot. Getting closer. Okay. One or two more. Oh, that one got cut. Not a big deal. Okay. And I'll take care of that last one later. Or maybe now. Let's see. There we go. Alright. Carrot. There it is. Other than the carrots, we have some beans. Wax beans. Let's see what else we have here. This buttercup, British squash. Although something took a bite off of it. I don't know what it is, a mouse or squashes. Some of them are coming up. The one that you just saw in the patty pan. It looks like we have two that just came up in the last couple days. I'll probably leave the smaller one, just because it's more centered. But I'll see if it's not looking as good as the bigger one now. I'll just get rid of the yuckiest one. Nasturtium, very nice flower, good companion in the garden for as a natural pest control. Move on to this bed. We have some peas, sugar snap peas, more wax beans. I'm gonna have to thin this. One of these two has to go. We got a nasturtium there, some cucumbers and melons, more nasturtium. Nepal beans. Boy, these things grow fast. And right next to them we have some radishes. I already thinned out the radishes. This is probably one of the fastest growing crop from seed to harvest. It only takes like 30 to 40 days. We have some dill here. And one more cucumber there. Now some of these, like these cucumbers, I'm thinking I'm probably going to have to reseed. They did not take. They should have come up by now, but they're not. Move on to the other bed. Some Cornichon cucumbers, more sugar snap peas, fava beans. We have some broccoli rabe. We can see a little tiny broccoli rabe here, right there. Another one here. I'm gonna have to weed around it, and I think those are the only two. So I will be reseeding. A little more green beans, or just a couple. Patty pan zucchini. Zucchini, no zucchini yet. And we move on to the last bed, and we have some kale. Not looking very good, but I'll give it some time. It might get really hot like, all of a sudden, and kale doesn't really like heat. I mean, it will grow, but it likes cooler weather. Some lower salmon river squash. We have two. They're coming up here. And some Swiss chard. The Swiss chard, we have quite a bit of that. And in some spots, we have like 5 that are growing. The reason why I planted so much or so many seeds is because the seeds are a bit old, and this is a mix that I think it was called rainbow Swiss chard, and they are different colors, and I didn't want to end up with all of the same color. Like if you see in this little circle here, we have some that have a yellow stem, some that have a red stem, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure I have some variety in between all the chard that's growing in these 2 squares. There's this one here, and there's another one there. Okay. All right. Well, this concludes this video. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. Until next time, take care.